So one thing about Black boys and men and suicide risk that isn't fully explored is how racism and particularly racial discrimination influences suicide risk for them. We know a lot from scholars well before me about racial discrimination and mental well-being. We know that racial discrimination influences psychological distress, so it erodes mental well-being, it erodes mental health. We also know that racial discrimination can influence like self-esteem, which is a big risk factor for suicide as well. And we know that experiences of discrimination can create kind of an alienating environment for that individual, because when you're experiencing unfair treatment and you're not quite sure what it's for or why this is happening to you, and even the perception of racial discrimination can be harmful. So whether it actually was intended to be discriminatory or not, that impact psychologically has an influence on the individual. So we know that racial discrimination can influence, alienation, can influence psychological distress, and those things combined really have an impact on suicide risk, because you may feel like you're the only one experiencing what's happening to you that might be racially, charged, and it really just erodes folks' self-esteem and self-worth to the point where there's a sense of helplessness and hopelessness, and all of that can contribute to suicide risk.